We are here, folks, with Amityville Warrior Basketball. Devontae Rickenbacker here live on the Amityville Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Um, I'd like to apologize for my short stint out. You know, back in the groove, getting back in the groove. Happy New Year to everybody that's here. We're back with Amityville Boys Basketball against the East Hampton Bonkers. The Bonkers are coached by head coach Daniel White. And the Amityville Warriors are coached by Goddard and Fraser Miller on the tip. Ball in Miles' hands. Miles, we have a early whistle. As Amityville looks to call it a play. Miles looking to start the play. Williamson with the ball. He fakes right. He dribbles. He resets at the top of the key. Miles with the ball. Got a lot of hand checking going on over there. Up top. Out to Goddard. Goddard on the top. Goddard shakes. He throws to Thomas in the corner. Thomas stops his dribble. Picks it up. Jalen skies to get the board. He moves out. He goes in. And he lays the ball up. Williamson with the bucket as Amityville's up 2-0. 7:30 left in the first quarter. Foster with the ball at top of the key. Up to Proctor. Proctor back to Foster. Foster inside. Foster with the ball. Foster shoots, and he misses off the front iron. As we have a travel by Thomas. Thomas did not like that call. Foster on the inbound. As we have a nice soaring lob layup from Fraser Miller on the finish. 6-foot senior for the Bonkers. DeAndre Thomas, ball stripped. Sean Gilson gets the ball, and he lays the ball up. DeAndre Thomas seems to be a little shaken up on that play. Fraser Miller with the ball. Out to Vincenzo. Foster with the ball. Vincenzo with the ball. Foster resets the top of the key. 3 ball. Misses. Miles Goddard skies up for the rebound. He controls it as Jalen Williamson looks to slow down the ball. Shout out to our Amityville cheerleaders. Jalen Williamson with the ball. He makes a move. He stops right. He moves left. And he scores the bucket. Amityville up 6-2. 6:13 left in the game. Left in the first period, excuse me. East Hampton looks to push the ball up. DeAndre Thomas with the quick hands. Stephen Augustine on the sub for DeAndre Thomas. Coach looking to check him out. East Hampton with the ball at the top of the key. Move right. Pick left. 3 in the corner. And they miss. As we have an over the back on Johnson. 5'10 junior for the Bonkers. Miles Goddard on the inbound. Williamson gets the ball. He pushes the ball up. He stops. Jalen Williamson dribbling around. Stephen Augustine loses the ball. Foster pushes the ball up. He uses a Euro step. And he makes the bucket. Jalen Williamson pushes the ball. Zachary Miles has the ball. Miles pushes the ball to Sean. Williamson with the ball. We have a hand check on Southampton. We have a sub. Stephen Augustine checks out the game. DeAndre Thomas comes back in. 6-4, 5:07 left in the first quarter. Jalen Williamson with the ball. Back out to Zach. Zach loses dribble, picks it up. DeAndre Thomas shoots. He misses. Frazier Miller on the rebound. Foster with the ball. Holds the ball. Throws it in on the post. Drives in. Out to the top of the key. Fake pass. Shoots. He misses. Sean Gilzine skies up for the rebound. Miles with the ball. Miles throws out to Goddard. Goddard uses a post move. Fades away. He misses. Off balance shot. Foster. We have a travel on Johnson. Amityville up 6-4. Zach Miles with the pull-up jumper. 8-6. Amityville leads. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Vincenzo on the pass. Frazier Miller pulls it up. Foster up top. Foster looks to set. They swing it around. Frazier Miller with a three. He misses. Jalen Williamson on the rebound. Jalen Williamson with the pass to Sean. Sean Gilsey misses the bucket, but he gets his own board and he makes the bucket. Score is now 10-6. Amityville up by 4. 3:30 left. We have a foul on Amityville. Johnson makes the first. Miles with the ball. Calls out a play. He moves right. He blow pass. He puts the ball up and he misses. Sean gets the board. He misses. Miles on the board. He gives to Dre. DeAndre Thomas shoots. He misses. Foster looks to push the ball up. 3 in the corner. He misses. Frazier Miller with the shot. He misses. East Hampton with the offensive rebound. As we have chance of defense from the bench. Foster looks to shoot the ball. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. As Vizcano makes the bucket. DeAndre Thomas shoots. He makes a three. 13-11. 2:05 left in the first quarter. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Foster throws it over to Frazier Miller. Frazier Miller throws up a floater, and he makes the bucket. As we have a timeout from East Hampton. We're back with the action. East Hampton has the ball game tied. Williamson pushing the ball up for Amityville. Passes the timeline. Pick right. He moves left. Makes a move. East Hampton pushes the ball up as Amityville's bailed out with that turnover. Miles with the ball, pushing the ball up. Goes out to Thomas. Thomas shoots. East Hampton pushes the ball up. DeAndre Thomas on the aggressive defense. DeAndre Thomas with the nice bucket. East Hampton looks up low pass as it has another errant pass. Sub for East Hampton. Williamson calls out a play. Throws it over to Goddard. Goddard throws it over to Thomas. Thomas over to Williamson. Gilzine inside. And the ball is tipped out of bounds. Amityville ball. Ball game tied, 17-17 at the end of the first quarter. Coach Thomas doesn't look happy with the team. We'll be back with more action live. We are back with second quarter action. Amityville with the ball. 7:59 left in this second quarter. 17-17 everything. Devon Lucas checks into the game. Miles with the three. Zachary Miles with the bucket. Nice bounce pass from East Hampton. Miles throws the ball up to Williams. Jalen Williamson on the nice spin and stop. Nice shot from him. We have a travel on Proctor. Amityville has the ball. East Hampton's killing themselves on turnovers right now. 7-10 until halftime. Coach Thomas calls out a play. Miles looking to Goddard with the shot. He misses. DeAndre Thomas on the rebound, and he makes the bucket. Jalen Williamson gets the ball, and he lays the ball up. Nice steal from Jalen Williamson. 26-19. 6:40 left in this quarter. Foster with the ball. He pushes up. He moves right. As we have another steal from DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas. Frazier Miller subbed out of the game. Leach gets into the game. Miles Goddard throws up a floater. He misses. Foster has it. Swings it to the corner. Shoot. A miss. Miles comes down with the rebound. Goddard has the ball. He throws it over to Thomas. Miles looks to set. Miles has the... Lucas shoots. He misses. As we have errant defense from Amityville caught sleeping. Into Lucas. Lucas into Goddard. Ball tipped out. Amityville's chemistry seems to be a little bit off in this first half. 5:30 left in the first half. 26-21. Swing in the corner, Foster Miller. And he misses the bucket. Johnson comes down on the rebound. Ball inside to Vincenzo. Out to Proctor. Proctor out to Foster. Foster back to Proctor. Proctor out to Vincenzo. Foster shoots the three. He makes the bucket. The score is 26-24. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Zachary Miles pushes the ball up. DeAndre Thomas shoots the three. He misses. Foster gets the ball. He moves right. He throws the ball left. Swings it around in the corner. He misses. As Zach Miles sits down on the bench, Sean Gilzian comes into the game. .25 seconds left on the shot clock. As East Hampton has tied up this game, 26-26, 4:30 left in the second quarter. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. 4:23. Jalen Williamson pushes the ball in. He's fouled. We have foul on the floor. Proctor. Stephen Augustine comes out the game. Stephen Augustine checks into the game as we have a timeout by East Hampton. We'll be back with more action. We're back with more action. 4:20 left in the second quarter. 26-26. Stephen Augustine checks into the game. Goddard throws it out to Williams. Williams stops his dribble. Look for the pick. He resets the play. He moves in. He throws out to Lucas in the corner. Lucas shoots. He air balls. Miles Goddard on the rebound. Devon Lucas with the move. We have a foul on the floor. 3:50 left in the second quarter. 26-26. 5 fouls for East Hampton. One more in there in 101. Sean Gilsey inside. We have a hold. And now Amityville's in the 101 process. We have a sub. Fraser Miller checks back into the game for Leach. Sean Gilsey at the line. He makes the first. He's got one more coming. Sean Gilsey at the line for another one. He misses. East Hampton pushes the ball up. Fraser Miller, back out to Vincenzo. Fraser Miller. Harassing defense from Devon Lucas on at the top. 6'7" junior. Foster. He switches right. He moves left. Throws out to Foster Miller. Sean Gilsey comes down with the rebound. Loses the ball. Devon Lucas comes down with the rebound as he is tripped. Johnson goes to the bench with 3 fouls early on in this first half. Mr. Asbell on the in-game call. Shout out to Mr. Asbell. Devad Lucas misses. But Stephen Augustine there to clean the board up. Score is 29-26. Amityville. 3:15 left in the second quarter. Ball inside on the wing. Vincenzo shoots. He misses. As Amityville's offense seemed to be a little bit rushed there. Leach comes into the game. Lucas gets the ball. He throws it to Jalen up top on the key. Jalen throws it over to Sean. Sean saves it. Throws it back to Devad. Devad shoots, and Devad makes the bucket. Devad Lucas on the bucket. 31-26. 2:39 left in the second quarter. 30 seconds on the shot clock. East Hampton looks to pace. We have harassing defense in the corner. Pushes it back out to the top. There's a lot of dribbling going on. Foster moves. He moves past as he misses the shot. Williamson on the buck. Goddard with the shot. He misses. Foster pushes the ball up. Devad Lucas on the stop. Throws it out to the corner. Head fake. Reset. Harassing defense by Amityville. A closeout on the shot. He misses. Jalen Williamson gets the ball. He pushes up. He looks to call a play. He sets up. Lucas on the corner. Step back. Miles Goddard with the ball. He backs down. He's being slapped by three people. And he will go to the line for 2. 19 fouls on East Hampton in this first half. 1:39 left in this first half. 31-26. Amityville. Joe Owens checks into the game. Goddard makes the first. Goddard makes the second. Foster pushes the ball up. Rolls it to Vincenzo. Vincenzo makes the bucket. And makes the bucket. He gets to the cup. And 1. He misses the free throw. Owens with the ball. Goddard has it. Inside to Augustine. Augustine inside to Gilzine. Gilzine misses on the offensive rebound. Goddard, floater, one hand, misses. Stephen Augustine with the good box and the bucket. 35-28. Amityville up. Devad Lucas on the good defense at top of the key. Vincenzo, it's a ball. No shot. Sub. Foul on Sean Gilzine. DeAndre Thomas checks back into the game. 54 seconds left in the second quarter and this first half. Foster with the ball in the corner. He misses. Goddard on the rebound. Lucas pushes the ball up for Amityville. Thomas inside for Augustine. Augustine for the strong take. He will go to the line for two. Augustine with the first. Gurner checking into the game. Steven misses the second. DeAndre Thomas with the steal. As Amityville look to hold for the last second shot. Joe Owens pushes the ball in. Goes out to Devon Lucas. Devon Lucas shoots. He misses. Devon Lucas with the three to end the half. 39-28. Amityville up 11. We'll be back with more action live here on the broadcast.
As we prepare for our Amityville High School cheerleaders to do a wonderful performance for us, I would just like to remind you that this broadcast has been brought to you by the Amityville Broadcasting Network. I would also like to thank all our viewers and all our supporters, and I would love for you guys to subscribe. Don't forget to like and to tell all your friends. Thank you. That was a great performance by our Amityville Warriors cheerleaders. Just a shout out to them. Once again, I would like to urge our fans to subscribe to our Amityville Broadcasting Network channel on YouTube. Also, follow us on Twitter at Aville Broadcasting, add us on Snapchat at AV Broadcasting, and follow us on Instagram at Amityville_Broadcasting. Broadcasting. Once again, this has been brought to you by the Amityville Broadcasting Network. 5:51 left until the Warriors come back from halftime and continue to face off against the East Hampton Bonnackers. During the first half, play-by-play and color commentary was done by Devontae Rickenbacker. Our second half play-by-play and commentary will be done by Noah O'Deege. Here's a look at the Amityville upcoming games. The boys varsity basketball team will be playing again here at the Fred Williams Memorial Gymnasium against East Hampton High School tonight. Then they travel to Blue Point High School this Saturday the 12th, facing off against Bayport Blue Point at 4:30. And then next Tuesday, return to their home court on the 16th to face against Southampton High School. In the crowd, I see we have an Amityville alumni and also a state champion basketball player, Josh Serrano, in the crowd. Later, if we can, we'll see if we could bring him for an interview. And hopefully, he's enjoying college, playing ball. And we all miss him here at Amityville High School. Okay, 40 seconds till tip off. We'll see you then.
And we're back to Warriors basketball. Anvil's up 39 to 28 with 22 seconds till the second half action. East Hampton is coming off a loss to Wyandanch, where they lost 65 to 70. Anvil also coming off a Wyandanch loss on Saturday, in which they lost 79 to 72. Some key players in those games include Miles Goddard, who scored 30 in back-to-back games, and hopefully he can score as much as he can to keep Anvil on top today. He's currently averaging 20.1 on the season. A loss today would put Amityville at 4-5 or below 500, somewhere they haven't been in almost 3 years. They were 27-2 last season, but 5-5 this season. They said no one on the island can beat them, but they're sure showing a lot of signs of weakness as they're 5-5 right now. Hopefully they could get above 500 and improve to 65 on the season. And with 8 minutes left in the third quarter, we're starting. Pass to number 3. It's number 10, fouled on the pass. East Hampton ball. Fraser Miller inbounding to Foster, who scored 22 in the last game. Foster drives on Lucas. To Hopner in the corner to 20. Wide open shot. It's in. 31-39. Anvil with the lead. Almost a steal on the inbound, but Anvil recovers. Zach Miles inbounding. Zach Miles over to DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas leads to get it. Guarded by Foster. Thomas drives. Thomas goes up, puts up the tough shot. It's in off the glass. 42-31. Anvil with the lead. 7:18 left in the third. Hoffner to number 2. Back to Hopner. Foster up top. Guarded by Miles. To number 2, inside. Quick pass. 20. Mid-range shot. Good. 33-41. Anvil with the lead. Williamson drives on Hopner. Tries to put the tough shot. Puts it up. In and one. 43-33. 6:53 left in the third quarter. Anvil hoping to shoot a barrage of points. Jalen Williamson adapt at putting those tough shots in. His lanky frame gives him a good height over defenders, and he can shoot the ball as well. And hoping to convert the N1 at the line. Coach White advising his players. 43-33, Anvil with the 10-point lead, 6:30 left in the third quarter. Amityville with their stars on the floor. Lucas, Goddard, Williamson, Thomas, and Miles. Williamson converts the N1. 44-33, 6:37 left to go. Foster with the ball. Passes to Miller. To Hoffner, back to Miller. Miller inside at 22. 22 almost puts the shot. In the corner, back to Hoffner. To Foster in the corner, fakes the shot. Goes, spins, puts up the shot. A travel called. They call a foul. Coach Gordon Thomas unhappy with that. Foster inbounding baseline. The steal on the inbound pass. Thomas recovers it, gives it to Lucas. Lucas, outlet pass to Zach Miles, too far, and it's turned over by the Warriors. 44-33. Anvil leads. 6:18 left in the third. Foster inbounding. Gives it to Miller. Gives it to Hoffner. Foster up top. Got it by Thomas. Gives it 12 in the corner. Puts a shot up. It's good. 44-36. Gordon Thomas looks frustrated with his team. Williams to Thomas. To Miles. Miles with the pass off number 2's foot. Miller, senior. Monica is looking to put the pressure on the Warriors this quarter. Miles inbound to Lucas. Lucas up top. Lucas backs up. Bottom of the circles. Lucas pulls up for three. It's good. 47-35. Amityville with the lead. 5:42 left in the third quarter. 12 drives, guarded by Williamson. Tough pass to 22. 22 turns around. Pass back. Deflected off DeAndre Thomas. East Hampton ball. Foster inbounding. Inbounds in the backcourt. Gives to Proctor. Proctor back to Foster. Foster with the three. It's off. The fight for the rebound. Goddard comes up with it. Gives to Thomas. Thomas puts the move on Foster. Puts a tough layup in. It's off. And off a fight for the rebound. East Hampton tips it out of bounds. But they call East Hampton ball. Gordon Thomas seems confused by the call. And it stays at Amityville. 47-35. 5:18 left in the third quarter. Zach Miles to Thomas on the wing. Drives inside. Puts up the hook shot. It's good. 49-36. 5:12 left in the third quarter. Gives it number 12, Foster. Up court. Crosses half court. Gives it number 22 through DeAndre Thomas's legs to 12 in the corner. Drives on Lucas. Puts it up. Blocked by Miles. East Hampton ball. Baseline inbound. Foster inbounds to number 12. Guarded by Lucas. Far side. Gives it to number 2. Back to Foster in the corner. Drives on Lucas. Lucas goes up. Puts it up and in. Foster with the acrobatic layup to finish. 49-38. 4:49 left in the third quarter. Williamson brings it down court. Looks to pass. Passes to Goddard on the outside. Goddard spots up for the three. It's off the front iron. East Hampton's going for the rebound. They recover it. Give it to number 12. 12 to 20. 20 to Foster in the corner. Wide open three. It misses off the back iron. Lucas gets the rebound. Brings it across half court to Thomas. Thomas drives inside. Puts up the shot. It's off the front. Foster with the rebound. Lucas almost with the steal, but Foster recovers. Foster to 22. 22 gets to the lane. Puts up the shot. And it rolls off the front of the rim. Williamson with the rebound. Williamson drives at number 12. Williamson dangerously close to the half-court line. Williamson drives inside, gets through the defense, passes out to Lucas. Lucas guarded by Vichazo. Lucas gets the ball after the tough recovery. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas in the corner. Thomas spots up for the three. It's off. Ball is guarded with the tip-in. 51-38. 3:46 left in the third. What a good offensive sequence by Amityville. Dimitriano to Foster. To 2 inside of 20. 20 puts up the errant shot, and Miles Goddard recovers the rebound. Williamson gets set to bring it down. Williamson, top of the key, guarded by Foster. Miles calling for it. Miles puts up the shot. It's off, rolls off the rim. Foster with the rebound, guarded by Thomas. They're playing his own defense against this quick East Hampton team. 12 wide open three. It falls. 51 to 41. And Amityville needs a quick timeout. Gordon Thomas frustrated by the lack of defense by this lackadaisical Warriors team. And East Hampton is making it rain from downtown. A quick Vizcano three. A Proctor layup inside. And Foster's rebounding off the glass has made quick work of this Amityville team as they've cut the deficit to only 10. 3:09 left in the third quarter. Amityville leads 51-41. a lackluster Amityville crowd here today. Stephen Augustine comes in from Miles Goddard. Foster, Miller, Vizcaino, Johnson, and Proctor in for East Hampton as Zach Miles gets aside for the beautiful layup. 53-41, Amityville leads, 2:55 left in the first. They cross court to Foster. Foster guarded by Thomas. Foster drives inside, and they call a foul on DeAndre Thomas. Foul trouble's been a big problem for Amityville, and they hope to stay out of it today. Foster inbounding. They inbound to Miller. Miller to Vizcaino to Foster. Fakes the shot inside to Proctor. Proctor is guarded by Augustine. Proctor out to Vizcaino. Vizcaino with the top of the key three. It's out in front of the iron. Zach Miles with the rebound. Zach Miles pushing to DeAndre Thomas, wide open in the corner. He drives it side out to Zach Miles. Miles with the shot. It's good. 56-41, 2:27 left in the third quarter. A great offensive sequence by Amityville. Foster with the ball. Gives it to Vizcaino. To Foster. Back to Miller. Back to Foster. Top of the key. Vizcaino, guarded by Williamson. To Foster. Foster drives inside, splits the defense, puts up the floater, blocked by Stephen Augustine in the paint. The pump fake by Johnson gets him the easy layup inside. 56-43, 1:58 left in the third quarter. Inside to Lucas. Lucas to DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas loses the ball off his foot. A good steal by number 2, Foster, outside, guarded by Williamson, and a late whistle. The crowd does not like it. Foster going to the line. Jane Williamson called for the foul. Campo Verde and Leach getting ready to come in. Foster at the line for 2. Campo Verde comes in for Proctor. Leach coming in for Johnson. Foster makes his second. 45-56, Amityville with the 11-point lead. 1:48 left with the third quarter. Miles inbounding to Williamson. 1:45 left in the third quarter. Williamson, got it by Johnson. To Zach Miles, post up, Stephen Augustine. It's in and one. The crowd loves it. 58-45, 1:34 as Stephen Augustine looks to convert the 3-point play. Foster getting ready to come back in after coming right out. A foul on Campo Verde. And Vizcaino gets the rest. So does Johnson as Foster comes in. Stephen Augustine looking to convert the and one at the line. 58-45, 1:34 left in the third quarter. Puts up the free throw. It's off. And off Amityville. They inbound to Miller. Foster, far side. Back to Miller. Miller, cross court to Foster. Foster, double teams, a steal. DeAndre Thomas recovers it. DeAndre Thomas looking to push. Near side, on the wing. To Tavai Lucas, top of the key. They fake the pass to Jalen Williamson. He fakes the shot. Inside to Lucas. Lucas steps back. Brings it back out. Bottom of the circle. Dangerously close to the backcourt. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 1:05 left. Lucas playing isolation. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas got it by Foster. Back to Lucas. Fakes. Tries. Puts the mid-range up. It's good. What a move by Tavai Lucas. 60-45. 50 seconds left. Miller to Foster. Back to Miller. Foster crosses half court. Top of the key.
Gives to 13. Back to Foster. On top to Miller. Guarded by Zach Miles. Foster, deep three. It's off the front iron. And East Hampton can't recover it. Amityville ball. Williamson inbounding at baseline. And Johnson and Vizcano come right back in as soon as they left. Number 24, Campo Verde, and 13, Leach come back to sit. Williamson with it down court. 60-45, Amityville with a 15-point lead, 25 seconds. Shot clock turn off. Williamson to Lucas. Lucas, top of the key. Lucas to Miles. 15 seconds left. Back to Lucas. They're playing a back and forth, trying to slow it down right now. Back to Zach Miles. 8 seconds left on the clock. To Lucas. Lucas passes outside to Jalen Wilson. Jalen Wilson to Lucas for the buzzer beater. It's off. And with the end of the third quarter, Amityville leads 60-45. And we'll see if Amityville can hold on or if East Hampton can stage a comeback at the end of the third. This is Warriors basketball on the Amityville Broadcasting Network. As the fourth quarter is set to start, Amityville leads 60-45. Steven Augustine, DeAndre Thomas, Devad Lucas, Jalen Williamson, and Zach Miles out on the floor for Amityville. Turner Foster, Jeremy Vizcaino, Malachi Miller, Logan Gurney, and Christian Johnson are on the floor for East Hampton. Zach Miles inbounding in midcourt. Devad Lucas fakes the shot. Inside to Augustine. Augustine cross court to Jalen Williamson in the corner. It's off. Lucas fights for the rebound. To DeAndre Thomas in the paint, paint for the layup. Augustine tries to get the rebound, gets it back to Lucas inside on the nice feed from Augustine. 62-45, 7:40 left in the final quarter of action. Foster on Williamson. Williamson, a tough defense, cross court to Miller. Miller guarded by Miles. Inside to Vizcaino. Stephen Augustine with a nice tip. Deflects it out of bounds. 62-45. Good defense by Stephen Augustine to tip it out of bounds. Gordon Thomas likes that from his team. Miller inbounds to Foster. Foster gives to Miller. Miller, tough contested three. It's good. 62-48. What a shot by Malachi Miller. And an errant pass leads to a quick Amityville turnover as East Hampton recovers the ball. 62-48. 7:18 left in the final quarter of action. Foster inbounding baseline. Inbounds to Miller, to Vizcaino, fakes a three, blocked by Lucas. They try and recover the rebound. And they call Amityville ball off of good defense by Devad Lucas. Zach Miles inbounding baseline in the backcourt. They're calling a full court press. Williamson, guarded by Vizcaino. Williamson drives by Vizcaino, stops on a dime, posts up, gets back to the three-point line, spins, looking for it to pass. Gives it to DeAndre Thomas in the corner. Guarded heavily by Vizcaino. Finds his way out. Top of the key. Drives up Vizcaino. Puts up the shot. Pass off of Stephen Augustine's hands to Miller. And gets the acrobatic layup. Miller, what a play. 62-50. 6:42 left. Zach Miles gets by. Miller inside to Augustine. A bad pass leads to a quick turnover. And Devad Lucas deflects it out of bounds. There's been some sloppy defense by Amityville. And Gordon Thomas calls a quick timeout. as the ref is warning him to calm down. $62-50. Gordon Thomas is frustrated by his team. Although they're up 12, that lead could diminish quickly if they keep playing sloppy defense like this. Right now, Devi Lucas is leading all scorers with 12 points. Surprisingly, a 12-point lead exactly. Good offense from Devi Lucas and quick hands on defense could extend this Amityville lead and lead to a victory. Zach Miles inbounding in the backcourt. Inbounding to Miles Goddard, who comes in. They give it to Williamson, who's guarded by Johnson. Williamson puts a move on Johnson. A good Augustine screen. Cross court to Miles. Miles, wide open mid-range shot. It's off the back iron. Devi Lucas with the rebound inside to Miles. Miles recovers it, gets it back, gets his own rebound, and puts it back in. 64-50, 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. Foster bringing it across half court. What a steal by Augustine. Augustine puts up and almost on the dunk, but spins it inside on the tough layup. 66-50. 5:47 left in the fourth quarter. Miller to Johnson inside. Got it with the rebound. Zach Miles recovers it. Miles outside, guarded by Miller. Goddard screen, Zach Miles three, good. 69-50, 5:23 left in the fourth. Tanner Foster crosses the half court line. Guarded by Lucas. Lucas almost with the steal. Give it to Miller. Inside to Proctor. Proctor, it's poked out of bounds. Back to Miller. Miller with a tough contested three. It's off. They recover the rebound. Foster, another three. This one's again off. Augustine recovers the rebound. Jerry Williamson. Outlet pass to Devad. Devad Lucas catches a tough pass. Fakes the shot and good. Off the nice layup and one. 69-50. Amityville looking to pull ahead by 20. 4:58 left in the fourth quarter. What a play by Jalen Williamson, and what patience by Devad Lucas to make sure he didn't get blocked. As Vizcaíno comes in, and Gurney comes in for Foster and Johnson. Anvil up 71-50, 4:58 left in the fourth quarter. Devad spots up for a second and puts it in. Anvil with the 22-point lead, 72-50. Inbound to Miller, Vizcaíno. Back to Vizcaíno. Vizcaíno double teams at the half court. Triple team now. Can't find a pass. Finally gets it back to Miller. Fakes the pass, goes inside to Proctor, but a steal. Miles going inside. Drives inside, Euro step, puts up the reverse, and Stephen Augustine almost with the putback. Proctor, Miller, and puts in the good layup, 72-52. Joe Owens in the game. Crosses half court. Got it by Leach. To Lucas, inside to Miles Goddard. Goddard goes in, misses a tough shot. Goddard recovers it, puts up the hook. It's off. Devad Lucas, quick rebound. It's off again, and a tip in by Miles is good. 74-52, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. As Foster gets ready to check in, to Vizcaíno on the wing. Vizcaíno, tough three, it's good. 74-55, 3:52 left in the final action of play. Joe Owens calling for some offense. Inside to Lucas. Lucas gets the tough pass. Lucas steps back, put the mid-range shot. Bank high off the glass. What a shot by Devad Lucas. 76-55, 3:37 left in the fourth quarter as Vizcaíno brings it down. Vizcaíno guarded heavily by Lucas. Tough three. It's good. What a shot by Liam Leach as Amityville calls a quick timeout. We've seen some good offense here by Amityville, and some great offense by East Hampton, but it still culminates in a 76-58 lead for the Warriors. A 16-point lead with 3:24 left, not seeming to be any chance of a comeback, as East Hampton goes out with a squad of Vizcaíno, Gurney, Miller, Leach, and Campo Verde. Anvil with their squad of Joe Owens, Miles Goddard, Joshua Billinger, Stephen Augustine, and Kamari Huff. Joe Owens bringing it down. Stephen Augustine calling the post. And a terrible pass by Joe Owens, too high, intended for Miles Goddard inside. 76-59. 3:14 left in the final quarter of play on Amityville Warriors basketball. Miller to Leach, fakes the pass to Miller. To the three. It's good. Another three by East Hampton. 76-61. They're looking to stage a comeback with 3 minutes left. Joshua Billinger got it by Leach. Joshua Billinger passes to Kamari Huff. Joe Owens in the corner, wide open, puts up the three. It's off the back iron. As a foul on Joshua Billinger. East Hampton's ball. Aston Duncan looks to come in. This comes in for Miles Goddard. Likely that's it for the night. Okay. Vizcaíno drives. They call a travel on him. 76-61, 2:41 left in the ball game. Amityville with the 15-point lead as Joe Owens will inbound their side in the backcourt. West Hampton playing a full court press defense. They get it to Kamari Huff. Kamari Huff guarded by Vizcaíno. Gets the ball back. Joe Owens guarded by Gurney. Joe Owens looking to put the move on Gurney. Steps back. Looks to pass. Pass inside. And it's Amityville ball. Foul on Campo Verde. Campo Verde's fourth foul and their team foul. Musnicki comes in. And Liam Leach comes out. Vizcaíno will also sit. Miller gets the steal. Miller drives, tough layup. It's good. What a shot by Miller. And Daniel White calls a timeout and empties his bench. Gordon Thomas is looking for his team to close this out, as it's only a 13-point lead, but a lot can happen in 13 with a 13-point deficit. 2:23 left. I've seen better things happen in 13 with 13 points deficit. Remember Tracy McGrady in 2006 scoring 13 points in 35 seconds. And with 2:23 left, a lot of threes and steals could make this game very interesting. Anvil comes out with a squad of Joe Owens, Stephen Augustine, Kamari Huff, Joshua Billinger, and Aston Duncan. For East Hampton, Proctor, Vizcaíno, Foster, Miller, and Johnson, their starters, coming in. They're playing a full court press. Foster guarding the inbound. They inbound to Kamari Huff. Miller almost with the steal. Vizcaíno actually comes up with it, gives it to Miller. Foster in the corner, puts up the three, an air ball. They save it. Vizcaíno puts up the tough layup, gets it back. Gives it back to Miller. Miller with the three, and he gets it. 76-66. They need a timeout. Amityville. 2:07 left in the fourth quarter. This was a terrible defensive sequence by Amityville, and Gordon Thomas knows it as he gets ready to probably get some subs in. And Daniel White, East Hampton coach, loves the energy by his team. Gordon Thomas is calling for his team to finish the game off. Daniel White knows his team can't let off any energy. A wide open three in the corner by Miller was given up just now. Vizcaino coming up on a steal. Two very important rebounds. Amityville's front court and back court needs to play some defense. And they get the starters back in. Zach Miles, DeAndre Thomas, Devad Lucas, Jalen Williamson, and Miles Goddard coming in. Proctor, Foster, Johnson, Miller, and Vizcaino in for the East Hampton Bonikers. Daniel White loves what he sees from his team. Miles with Miller inbounding. And they call a foul on Proctor in the backcourt. Calling for Proctor to calm down with the fouls as they have some confusion. Zach Miles inbounding half court. East Hampton with a full court press. They inbound to Thomas in the backcourt. Back to Miles, guarded by Miller. And they call another foul. This time, Malachi Frazier Miller. Zach Miles inbounding, 2:02. Amityville with the 10-point lead, 76-66. They inbound to Thomas. Thomas tries to get by Foster. Foster stays right on him. Thomas gets inside. And they call a foul on the layup. East Hampton doesn't like the call. And Proctor fouls out of the game as Leach replaces him. Thomas with his first free throw. It's good. 77-66, 1:54 left in the ball game. East Hampton looking to stage a comeback. DeAndre Thomas at the line. And he makes a second. 78-66, 1:54 left to go. Vizcaino in the backcourt. Back to Foster. Foster cross court. To Vizcaino, too high as East Hampton turns it over. Gordon Thomas telling his squad to relax as Goddard inbounds near side in the backcourt. They play it to Devad Lucas. DeAndre Thomas with a wide open layup. 80-66, 140 as Amityville attempts to stave off East Hampton comeback. Foster, almost a steal. Leach back to Foster. Foster guarded by Lucas. Miller in the corner. It's off. What a rebound by Johnson. Back to Leach. Leach fakes the pass to Miller inside, and he gets his own rebound. Foster in the top of the key. His three is good. 80-69, 110 left. Foster with a great steal and steps belligerently out of bounds. What a steal by Foster, but eventually a turnover as it's only 11-point Amityville lead with 107 left. A couple threes can get that done real fast. DeAndre Thomas guarded by Foster. To Goddard. Back to Thomas, guarded by Foster. And they call a foul on Foster. We have some technical difficulties. Our camera has frozen, but we're still going to bring the action to you live as DeAndre Thomas misses his second free throw. And Amityville tips it out of bounds. 81-69, 57.3 left in the fourth quarter. Miller inbounding in the backcourt. Gives it to Foster. Foster guarded by Miles. Back to Miller. Back to Vizcaino. Vizcaino to Miller. Miller tries to get it out of the backcourt. Gets it inside. Johnson fakes back to Leach. Leach with a three in the near side. Airballs a three-pointer. DeAndre Thomas gets the rebound to Miles Goddard. Miles Goddard with a tough pass to Zach Miles. They're asking for the pass. Zach Miles gives it finally to DeAndre Thomas. DeAndre Thomas, corner three. It's good. 84-69. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Vizcaíno gets by Tavon Lucas. Across the half court. Gets it side. Puts up the layup. Gets his own rebound. Backs it out to Miller. Miller with the three. Off. And Miles Goddard with the rebound. 17 seconds left. And that seems to be it. He'll hold it. The Amityville Warriors escape and stave off a East Hampton comeback. 84-69. The ref blows the whistle. And the ref blows the whistle. And that's it for the ball game. The Warriors escape 84-69 on their home court. Improved to 6-5 on the season. What a performance by the Warriors. East Hampton fought every single second, but couldn't get the win that they needed. Coach, you guys staved off a East Hampton comeback. How do you feel about your team's energy in the fourth quarter?
I think we picked it up in the fourth quarter, but I'm very disappointed with my second unit. All right, we were up by 20 points, and I wanted to get everybody in the game, and they came out flat. They acted like the game was over, and they made a run, and they cut it to 10. So I had to get my starters back in the game.
You speak about that run. During that run, Amityville was almost like a daisical on defense, giving up some wide open threes to East Hampton shooters. How do you look to prevent that further on in the season as you're playing a lot of teams with some good shooters?
Well, I always tell our guys we have to play with high intensity and enthusiasm, and we got it when you're going up against a team that has good shooters. You got to close out on them, and you can't trot to them. You got to close out. You got to run fast and sprint. So we'll be working on that in practice always.
All right, last question. Before the season, you guys were expected to almost beat every team in Long Island, and now 6-5 on the season. How do you feel like your mindset has changed from the beginning of the season to now?
Well, you know what? When people look in the papers and they look in the box scores, all they see is an L. But they didn't realize that, we had one of our main guys, Miles, out for 3 games. A couple guys that were out for a few games, so we had to fight injuries. And right now, everybody's coming back. We're at full force, so we should be okay.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good job on the win. All right. And that's it for Amityville basketball on the Warriors Broadcasting Network. I'm Noah O'Deej, and I was joined by Devontae Rickenbacker for your first half action. And we'll bring it to you next game on Tuesday for the boys basketball here on the Warriors Broadcasting Network.